Hey, welcome back. This is going to be the basic method. It's very close to the acidic method, just with one final step. So again, electrons never appear in the final answer. Things that are duplicated are always removed. The technique is to almost always balance the half reactions as if they were acidic and then add hydroxide at the end to convert. You'll see what I mean as you see that there. So again, breaking into the two half reactions, balance each so those charges are equal, equalize those equations, add the two together, and then you'll often have hydroxide in the end that shows it as basic. Sometimes a weak base will be present, and that will be your basic condition. So let's take a look at our first example. So we've got this here. If you're directed to identify and do this basic, we'll start off with that. So I'll come over here, double check my manganese. Those are the same. I have 4 oxygen here, 2 here. So I'll need to add 2 of the water molecules to balance out my oxygen. Then I have 4 hydrogen over here. So 4 hydrogen will need to be over here in order to balance those out. And those, remember, H+. And so then I need to balance charge. No charge on the right, 3+ charge on the left. So 3 electrons to balance those out. So total, no charge on the left. 1 sulfur, that's good. I've got 3 over here, so I'll need to add 1 water in order to balance out that oxygen. Balance out the hydrogens, my 2H+ over here. And so I've got a total of 2- charge and no charge over here. So I'll need to have 2 electrons on this side in order to balance that all out. Now I need to make sure that they're all the same. I'm going to change colors here. Give me a moment. All right, so we can see the common multiple would be 6. So I need to multiply everything on the top times 2. So 8. Don't forget these guys here. The bottom I need to multiply times 3 in order to be also 6. So 6. Remember, this is 3. 3, and 3. So now I can cancel out things that are the same on either side. That's pretty easy to start off with. I've got 8 H pluses and 6 H pluses, so if I cancel this to 2, I can get rid of all of these. Of course, my electrons are gone. I've got 4 water on the right, 3 on the left, so I'm going to make this 1, getting rid of all of these. So I want to rewrite this so I can see this clearer and be able to change this into a basic form. All right, so I've got my 2H+, my 2MnO4-, my 3 sulfite ion, and in my product side, 2 manganese oxide, and I got a water, and I got 3 SO4 2-. So this is the acidic part, right? But I need to add to make this be basic. So if I add hydroxides to cancel these out, that'll make this 2 waters, because HOH makes water. And I added hydroxide on this side. And remember, if I added 2 on the left, I have 2 on the right. Then I can see I now have a little more water. That's gone. And that just becomes 1. So overall, I have 1 water, 2 of these, 3 of those. Makes 2 of these, 3 of those, and 2 hydroxides. You can see this is the basic solution part. All right. So let's take another look at a different example. At this different example here. So you got this normal one. We're going to balance it in a basic form. So I'm going to start off over here. I need to first see I have 1 iron and 2 irons. So I'm going to need to put a coefficient of 2 here to balance my irons. Don't forget that. I've screwed it up a number of times. Oxygens. I've got 3 over here. I have 2 times 1 times 2, so a total of 4. So I'm going to need 1 water over here to balance that. Oh, scribble that out. 1 water. Then I can see my hydroxides, or my hydrogens. I have 4 on the left, 2 on the right. So I need to add a couple hydrogens. And then I need to balance charge. Nothing on the left, 2 on the right. So I need 2 electrons. Just keep adding to all this side. All right. Next, I got chromium and chromium, 1 and 1. I've got 4 oxygen, cool. 4 hydrogen on the left, so I need to add 4 hydrogen on the right. Actually, we just want to use H+, not water, because that'd screw up and give us more oxygens. And then I look at my charge. I have 1 minus and a total of 2 minus. So if that was the case, 2 plus. So in order to bring that down, I need to add in 3 electrons. Double check that. So 3 plus 2 minus, that'd be 5 minus. 1 minus in total, 1 minus in total. All right, let's see, changing things so we can add these together. All right, so I can see I've got 3 electrons on the bottom, 2 on the top, so total is 6. So this will be 6. This will become 6. Remember, multiplying everything times 3. Down here at the bottom, you need to multiply everything times 2. So that gives me 8, and then 2, and then 2. All right, then I want to add these things together, right? So my electrons are gone. Hydrogens on the other side, hydroxides, I can get rid of a couple of the hydrogens. This can become 2. This goes away. All right, so then let's total up what I've got so far. So 2H plus the 6Fe, OH2, and the 2CrO4 minus, and that's going to become the products. 3Fe2O3, and I've got 3 H2Os, and my chromium 1, 2, CrO4, OH4 I should say, minus. Okay, so I've got my hydroxides in there, that's the acidic part. So if I add 2 hydroxides over here, 2 of those, and 2 to this becomes 2 waters. I see I've got 3 waters on this side, so these can go away, and this will just become the 1 water in the end. So I still have the hydroxide present as a part of that. And so that'll leave us off in this part here. So being comfortable with the acidic and the basic will lead you to the molecular one, which will be coming up next. Which again takes this kind of step here and then finishes it to the molecular equations that we saw balanced at the beginning of this. Let me know what questions you have and hope to see you soon. Take care.